what's up? It's TheMadsage, and once again, we're playing The Binding of Isaac because this is one of the few games I can run a recording software on my piece of poo computer without lagging everything out and it looking like garbage. So we're gonna play again today, and it seems like my game doesn't want to work, so I have to click on the window. Okay, there you go. And we're going to play as Isaac again because he didn't get much spotlight last time. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I basically just tried to explain what was going on in this game and showcasing how little knowledge I have of it. While getting killed, so that was fun. This time you'll notice we have not spawned in the basement, we have spawned in the cellar, which is basically a more difficult version of the basement. All the floors have more difficult versions of them, which, yeah, no, not all of them. I don't think the womb, which is the 5th stage, air quotes around stage, you can't see me air quoting, but I'm doing that. So most of the stages have more difficult versions of them. That's a gold chest. It contains better loot, usually. I need a key to get in it, though. I don't have a key. I have a bomb to get this key, but then I can't get the chest, and it's just kind of pointless. I will get the key, though, because I like keys better than bombs. I'm probably going to have at least one person yell at me for that. Maybe 2. We'll place a bet. I'm not placing bets. So yeah. The cellar's kind of gimmick is like spiders. Hence the cobwebs on the walls. It also has better music than the basement levels, which is good. Well, yeah. So playing Isaac. How are you all? I'm good. I'm recording this immediately after recording the first episode. So, nothing's changed. Still have no idea when I'm going to upload this, if it's going to be the same day or not. Probably not, because I already have the first episode, so this will probably be the day after, if. This power-up is Technology, well, Technology 2, which, yeah, it was 2. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Which basically replaces one of my eyes with a laser, so I'll still shoot tears at half the rate I normally did, because I only have one eye now. But my other eye will shoot a constant laser, but it can be interrupted by obstacles, which is not very fun. I thought I was about to cough there, so I kind of went quiet. But yeah, this is Famine. I think he's a DLC boss. I can't remember. His gimmick is spawning flies and bees and wasps. Bees and wasps are the same thing. I don't know what the official title is. Like all, you probably noticed this in the last video, but the people on the ponies like to zoom across the screen really quickly. They all do that. It's very annoying. They all also have I said also twice. They all also have 2 forms. I think all of them do at least, and which hits about once you get a little under halfway health. His second form will activate. Does this guy have 2 forms? Yeah, he does. In his second form, he will not zoom across the screen or spawn bees, but as you see, he shoots bullets at me. So I just have to dodge them and just lay down the DPS on this guy. That sounded really nerdy there. I'm sorry. I've got the cube of meat, which is an item. I don't know what they're officially called, but I've always called them companion items. So basically just follow you around and different ones to do different things. This one's weird because you actually have to collect it multiple times and it changes each time you collect it. So the first time you collect it on a run, it'll just be this little cube of meat swirling around you that'll destroy any enemy it touches. Second one becomes a face that looks like Meat Boy from Super Meat Boy. Again, just Super Meat Boy. And he shoots bullets for you, with you. You shoot more bullets, basically. And I don't know what his next form does. I've gotten it before, but I've forgotten it. There's a T at the end of forgotten, in case you didn't know that. Yeah, I know English. Why do you guys think I don't? I know what I'm doing. I did my school time. Not really. I'm still in the schools. Get key, yay! I just stuttered there, really weird. Like I mentioned in the last video, with the different bosses having different forms, some of the enemies will also have different, more tough forms. This version of the cube thing is redder and just he just does more damage when he hits you. It's really the only. Oh, and he has more health. Also, all the different formed enemies, they'll be differently colored. That's how you tell what they are. Will drop an item upon defeat, which is fun. That there was just 2 bombs together. You're probably noticing the messages in the lower right hand of the screen whenever it picks items up. Outside normal items. Those are all just random jokes / references / hints at what the item does. Because they don't tell you what the item does. You have to figure it out for yourself. Which is fun. I like it when games do that. Do you like it when games do that? I don't know. Tell me. Post in them comments. There's the plug. Do you like games that don't tell you everything? Maybe you don't. Maybe you like everything spelled out for you, which perfectly valid. This room just has spikes that damage you. I literally have never tried it, and I don't want to right now, because I'm probably going to die very soon anyways. I don't know if they do anything else, but the spikes damage you, which is useful for certain characters because different loadouts of items will do different things. Some will do more damage if you have less health, or do cool stuff if you have less health. This game's very weird when it comes to your health. It likes you to not have it. I just skipped that golden treasure room. Deal with it. I'll go back to it in a second. These things are basically just floating heads that shoot you. I don't know what they're called. I'm not gonna pretend to know what they're called. I've never given them a nickname. We'll nickname them together. We'll call them Timmy. Yes, an army of Timmys. This is, like I was talking in the last episode, you'll have items that you can push space to activate, and they do different things. This one will spawn a rocket. Basically, a rocket will fall on wherever you target. The way you target is you push space, and then you don't do what I just did. You, move your shooty key, your arrow keys. I don't know why I said shooty key. You move your arrow keys in the directions you want it to go, and then when you stop, it'll land there, as you noted. I hope you noted it. I don't know. Kind of making a lot of assumptions about you guys here. I was hoping he'd land on that bomb, but I destroyed it anyways because there's one of those rocks that spawn items. This is Monstro. He's different from the last time you saw him. Last time you saw him, there's 2 of him. He was smaller and he was pink. This is not his normal form. This is a different form of him. He's darker in this form. And he doesn't do his big jump attack. He'll have an attack normally where he jumps up really high and then lands, splattering bullets, as well as damaging you if he lands on you. He does not do that attack in this form. He just does all his normal attacks. Got Cat O' Tails again. This right here is I want to call it a Sanctuary Heart because I actually don't have a reason for that. I don't have a reason for it. But basically, it'll act like a temporary heart normally, which means you can't replenish it. But when you go to a new floor and you still have one, it becomes a full-on normal red heart. You've all also probably noted, and I haven't explained yet, the blue hearts, which are basically shields, temporary shields. This is a devil room. No, it doesn't have a... I don't know what it's normally called, okay, guys? You probably noted that by now. This is Buddha Satan. He is my friend. Not really. I don't like him. And basically, you can permanently get rid of hearts in order to gain a power-up. This power-up right here, I believe is called the Pact, and it turns you into a floating ghost-like entity, and turns your tears into ghost tears, which basically they pass through objects, which is good. I have no idea what this item does, so I'm gonna get it. Money equals power. I don't know what that does. I'm going to assume I'll deal more damage with my tears when I have money. As you noticed, my white heart, sanctuary heart, whatever you want to call it, just became a normal heart, which is kind of the only reason I made that deal. These things, I don't know what they're called, but they've always reminded me of the Octoroks from Zelda, and they shoot you. There's 2 versions of them. There's that version where it shoots 5 bullets out, and you can just damage it whenever. There's another version where it has a skull on its head, and it only shoots 3 bullets, but you can't damage it when it's sitting down. What I've just picked up is a pill. Basically, you have a slot for pills or cards. The cards are either tarot cards or playing cards, and they do different effects. And you know what the cards have different names, and the different named cards will do different effects. And it's always the same. The pills do random effects. Each playthrough, each pill will do a different effect. So this one's orange-yellow, and it increases my range. So for this entire game, all the pills that look like that one will increase my range. But in a different game, it may damage me. May make me faster. May give me shield hearts. These enemies, I call them ice packs because they use an item that a power-up you can get gives you the same damage effect they do, and it's called ice pack. And basically they shoot bombs at you. These bombs can actually blow up the doors open, so if you don't want to fight them, you can just get them to blow a door up and you can go through. Yeah, pretty cool. That power-up's actually really cool. That is I think they're called warts. There's 3 kinds. There's that one, which shoots the bombs, like the guy from the previous room did. There's one that shoots bullets out, and there's one that spawns spiders. Like these. These spawn spiders. These also move, because they have legs. Not all warts can move. No, they're called boils. They are called boils. I think. I don't know. That's the boss room. I'm going to not go in there because I haven't found the treasure room on this floor yet. And the treasure room is important. You'll all also notice that it is no longer called cellar/basement in the bottom left corner. That's because every 2 floors, usually, until you get to the later parts of the game, will be different. So the first 2 are either basement/cellar, the second 2 are catacombs/caves, the third one is necropolis/depths, and then the 5th is always the womb. The 6th is either shale, the box, or cathedral. And there's 2 wombs, and there's only one of the 6 kind. These rocks here, you'll probably notice, I can't go past them. I can, however, blow them up with a bomb, and if they're by a gap when you blow them up, they can fall in the gap and allow you to get in. Which is nice. Very nice. Useful for getting those coins. More boils. Yeah, they're called boils. Definitely called boils. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. I like to be correct. I don't actually like being corrected, but I'm not gonna tell you not to. I'm gonna shut up now, because that sounded weird. Look, some mushrooms. Just go trip off to them. Oh, I should probably explain. These flies, they're on the crusty poo. They are immortal, and they'll damage you if you touch them. I forgot that. I also just picked up a chemical peel, which increases your damage on 1/2 of your tears become blood tears. Because I have technology, it's not working now. Because, yeah, not all the power-ups work with each other. Very interesting to note. Some power-ups will only work if you're using tears, but if you're using something like technology, which shoots a laser out, it won't affect it. Which is definitely interesting. This is the Hollow. I hate it. It's basically a different version of another boss called Larry Jr., which is basically just the same thing, but it moves horizontally and vertically instead of diagonally. I'm going to try and use the doctor's remote this time, and as you can see, I'm actually doing it properly. Yeah. Interesting about Hollow and Larry Jr. is they just kind of blow up in segments as you kill them, which is fun. That was lunch. As you'll notice, it was dog food. If you don't know, the backstory of this game is Isaac's mother is very much religious and not the best mother. And she kind of, one day, hears God's voice saying, "You should sacrifice your son to me because he's corrupted by sin." Very much paying homage to the not directly paralleling it, but obviously making homage to the Bible story, The Binding of Isaac, of the same name, as you'll probably notice, which was similar in some aspects. If you want to know what the original story is, you can look it up. I'm not telling you. I'm not going to just give you everything. I don't know why I just went silent there for a few seconds, but I did. So yeah. These things, they're basically a caterpillar-like entity where if you shoot them, they split up into different parts, which is not very fun at all, because they're kind of hard to hit. I have a laser, though. I'm gonna fire my laser. Like, disco strobe lighting this. Sorry. This room is an arcade room. You use a coin to get inside it, and because I have the money as power thing, I'm not gonna use any of these, but basically these are all different ways you can get items, or power-ups, by using coins and gambling. This is a slot machine. I'm gonna blow it up, because if you build these up, you get stuff too. You put in a coin, you have a chance of winning an item, or you have a chance of it spawning a fly, which will try and kill you. This guy does the same thing, although he gives different items. He doesn't give pills or cards like the slot machine will. But he'll give the Forever Alone power-up, which spawns a companion fly for you. This thing will damage you for 1 heart and then give you a coin. I don't like it. I did get a shield heart from it though. You'll also notice that the music is very 8-bitty in here, and it's the game theme. This is one of the mini bosses in the game. They have a chance of spawning in virtually any room. The mini bosses can be either weaker versions of the actual bosses, or you have the 7 deadly sins are also mini bosses. You have like sloth, pride, lust, and then they have super versions of them. This is Super Pride. I've always assumed it's supposed to be Edmund McMillan and his, the person who helps him. I can't remember their name. I've always assumed that. I don't actually know. But you'll notice that his tears are purple. That's because they're actually magical and will slightly follow you, or attempt to. At least I think they will. I know if you have purple tears, they do that. He also shoots... I'm gonna kill him. He also shoots that green stuff. If you walk in it, it damages you. See, I just got damaged. I need to shut up. But when you kill Super Pride, he'll, I think, always drop the left hand, which is a trinket, and the trinkets are basically power-ups that you can switch out, and they do different things. I have no idea what this one does. I've never figured it out. I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Who are these guys? I really wish I knew what they were called. I'll have to look that up, actually. Got a coin from him. Oh, I do not want to stand in one place when I'm fighting these guys. This chest is a red chest. It will generally just spawn spiders when you open it. Not always. I have gotten that. I think I've actually gotten legit items from them, but, I can't remember. Yeah. So yeah, killing these guys is very much fun. Got a heart. That was nice. You also notice that if a rock blows up and then like falls in a gap, when you leave them and go back, they'll just retexture the floor to be normal. Interesting touch. Interesting touch. Let's see. We have a bunch of these guys. Just gonna strafe around them. Pew 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 pew. I know this is actually a fairly long session. I'm probably gonna cut it up into multiple parts. Right now it's only gonna be about 2 parts. Oh, these guys, they're basically worms that have infested this body, and the worms shoot out and try to hurt you. This is also a very interesting room to fight them in. All the rooms are randomly generated, but they are like preset tile match. Kind of like in most roguelikes. I think this is a roguelike. I think it I don't know if it qualifies. I'm taking damage. The worms also deal 1 whole heart of damage, like I just experienced, and they kill you. So yeah, that was fun, guys. Probably gonna cut this one into 2 parts, which you'll know if I did, obviously, because you'll be watching the second part by now. But maybe I won't. Maybe I'll surprise us. So, dear diary, today I died. I was killed by this thing. It's kind of ugly looking. In some cave. Leave that all I own to my cat guppy. Some pretty cool stuff. Goodbye, Crow World. Hug, kiss, hug, kiss. Or maybe it's kiss, hug, I don't know. Isaac.